everybody, Brickhouse here, and a little video surfaced thanks to Chris Rufo over on Twitter. And it's a video from 2021 when Bob Iger was no longer the CEO of Disney. In fact, at that time, it was Bob Chapek who was the CEO of Disney. And this video, basically Bob Iger is saying that he's turning the company into his own political weapon. That company being Disney. Now, I had a chance to watch the video. I think Bob Iger's a tool. I think he's a narcissistic individual. I'll just put it that way. And I think he's full of himself. Now, I pulled this article from That Park Place. Thank you to the guys over there, Valiant Renegade, John Trent. This article is actually written by John Trent. That dives into this video a little bit. Disney CEO Bob Iger admits to turning the company into his own political weapon. Video from 2021 shows the Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger admitted he turned the company into his own political weapon. Chris Rufo shared the clip to X that sees Iger state, Bob Chapek has talked about this eloquently since he's become CEO, and I'll say a couple things about it. Well, you know what? Instead of reading this, let's just go to the video, shall we?
Well, I mean, Bob has talked about this eloquently since he's become CEO. I'll say a couple of things about it. You know, we've tended to shy away from politics, and in doing so, I think we've shied away from talking about issues that aren't political at all.
Really, Bob? Tend to shy away from politics? I know this predates the whole fiasco with the state of Florida over Reedy Creek, but you guys haven't shied away from politics at all, in my opinion. You guys have been political for quite a while.
Like the issues that we're talking about today. Because we believe in doing so, maybe it looks like we're taking a stand. Well, in that reality, we should be taking a stand. By the way, I take responsibility for this. I was CEO for 15 years. And so I manage the company's public-facing processes and how we were portraying ourselves. And I think that we have to be less cautious, as Bob, I think, was just alluding to, about such things and not be concerned, like just commenting about what happened in Washington last week. That's not political on our part at all. We know that what we saw was fundamentally wrong and that it was rooted in hatred and disrespect and contempt and intolerance. And we should feel free as a company to comment about that without retribution. And another thing I want to say that I've learned these last 9 to 12 months is, I'm very proud of a lot of the work we've done in terms of diversity and inclusion on screen. When we did Coco, for instance, at Pixar, a great example of that, or Tiana, or of course, Black Panther is one of the great examples of that. I allowed those things to make me feel a bit complacent in a sense. It's not that I wanted to be that way, but I thought, wow, we did Black Panther. How great are we? And it caused me to not focus as much as I should have on the culture of the company and the environment and in the voices that were telling those stories as opposed to just how they were being portrayed on the screen.
Okay, so there's quite a bit to unpack there. He's taken the credit for Black Panther. Black Panther, in my opinion, is a very good character. In my opinion, they did a very good job with casting the late Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa, the Black Panther. Black Panther has nothing to do with DEI, or some people like to call it DIE. Black Panther is in my opinion, a very good character in the Marvel comics and now the MCU. I can't speak for Coco or Moana or any of those other animated projects that were released under Bob's tenure as CEO. But I will say this. Can we truly believe the Bob Iger of the last couple of years, the last few months, that has said repeatedly that we need to get out of politics? We need to get that out of our sphere. We need to go back to basics and entertain people with good characters? Or do you believe this Bob Iger from 2021 that, yeah, they're going to continue down this road that he laid out here in this video? And thank you to Chris Rufo for finding this video, because, man, this shines a light on just how in my opinion, disgusting this guy is. We don't need to be told via your projects, your movies, your TV shows how to think. When we watch your content, Bob, we want to be entertained. We want a good story. We want good character development. But yet, you guys can't seem to get a handle on that. You would rather be more worried about the message and the agenda than entertaining people. And in my opinion, until he's gone as CEO, and until somebody can step into that position at Disney and totally clean house, we're going to get more of this. Now, some of the comments on this video or on this post on X are great. Disney's descent into DEI and the woke mind viruses in all its entertainment products have proven a debacle in every way. 3 years, its net worth was cut in half. It's lost 13 million streaming subscribers, fired 7,000 employees, lost billions on its movies and streaming platform, Disney Plus. Lost a federal lawsuit against the state of Florida, settled another lawsuit with the finance company TSG for underpaying them by hundreds of millions of dollars, and now faces a celebrity lawsuit accusing Disney of unlawful termination and sex discrimination. And Disney has lost its family audience. That's key. Why is Wall Street supporting the Iger regime? Bob Iger is and always has been a far wokeist. Disney went from uplifting, family-friendly, safe entertainment to woke, indoctrinating trash in 10 short years. It's not wrong. Iger's comments here are not out of the ordinary. When he returned as CEO to the Walt Disney Company in November 22, remember they fired Bob Chapek while he was at an Elton John concert on a Sunday night. He made it abundantly clear that he believes he is a god and can dictate what is right and wrong. In a town hall with Disney employees, Iger was asked how he would respond to the company actively campaigning to have children in kindergarten through third grade exposed to materials on a, we'll just say, a more adult subject matter. He said, well, first of all, our LGBTQ employees are very important to us and we care deeply about them. That is a given. Secondly, the company has been telling stories for 100 years and those stories have had a meaningful positive impact on the world. Yeah, until you came into power. And one of the reasons that they've had a meaningful positive impact is one of our core values is inclusion, acceptance, and tolerance. And we can't lose that. We just can't lose that, he continued. Oh, Bob. You are so freaking delusional. When you tell stories, it's a delicate balance. You're talking to an audience, but it's also important to listen to an audience, which they don't, by the way. It's important to have respect for the people that you're serving, that you're trying to reach, and not have a disdain for it. So that's why your minions attack those of us who don't like the crap that you're putting out. That's why when a show that shows up on Disney Plus, like, I don't know, Ms. Marvel, that gets criticized by the fandom, gets attacked. Same thing goes for She-Hulk. It's the fans' fault. The fans don't like it. They're every istanism in the book. He then stated that said, we're not going to make everybody happy all the time, and we're not going to try to. We're certainly not going to lessen our core values in order to make everybody happy all the time, so it's complicated and there's a balance. Well, Bob, you're making less and less people happy is what you're doing. And it shows. It shows in your stock price. It shows in your market cap. It shows in your declining revenues. And I can go on and on and on and on, but I'm sure you get the gist of it by now. Again, my feeling is Disney not going to change until Bob Iger's gone. And once Bob Iger's gone, that person that takes over for him needs to root out the crap within Disney. And there are projects like Star Wars, even the MCU, probably would need to be shelved for the next 5 to 10 years. But that won't happen because they can't afford to, because they can't produce anything new on their own. So I'll leave it to you guys. What do you think of Bob Iger's comments? Comment down below. Share your thoughts, share your opinions. While you're at it, take the time, please, to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And with that, I will see you later.